What's good, RNP family? Today we finna be reacting to people basically not saying no to the diddler.
Y'all, Diddy seems to be panicking in court as 50 Cent, his longtime rival, just dropped a major bombshell.
Something huge coming up, which is a documentary about P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy. Diddy do it, right?
There you go, he did it. He did it.
He did it.
Nah, for real.
And the only one's been vocal about this long before it actually.
Oh, you've been saying this
50 Cent been saying it, bro. You live under a rock or what?
Why is he saying this? And now it's coming out like crazy. I mean,
but I also didn't participate. I also didn't go to those parties.
Yeah.
So a lot of the celebrity culture that you don't hear saying anything is because
he be talking that shit.
50 has announced that he's presenting a Netflix docu-series exposing Diddy's long-hidden crimes to the public. We all know 50 Cent was the first to speak out against Diddy and his controversial behavior. One thing's for sure, 50 isn't going to let this slide. He's determined to expose Diddy once and for all. And this latest move has really shaken things up for him. Many fans are now asking who will be cast in the docu-series and who will actually represent brother love in it. Let's dive into what 50 has to say about it.
I think a lot of people thought that 50 was just trolling, and if anyone follows 50 on Twitter or Instagram, you know, he's no stranger to that. He definitely, you know, engages in trolling and makes a lot of jokes. So when he had, you know, repeatedly taken shot after shot after shot at Diddy and then said, hey, I'm working on a documentary, I think a lot of people thought that he was just joking around. It turns out he's not. So this is actually a real project that's being made under his G-Unit movie and TV studio, and he's made a bunch of really successful projects under that banner.
This seems to be the worst time for Diddy, as he can't even defend his actions or stop 50 Cent from working on this project. We all know how powerful Diddy was in the industry, to the point where people were afraid to go against him. Except 50? It looks like 50 has been waiting for this moment to finally reveal the truth.
Everybody been knowing this nigga been
there might be even more to the story
weird
than what meets the eye, something only industry insiders know about. Netflix has announced that it's currently working on a docu-series, led by Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, that dives into serious accusations against Sean Diddy Combs. The series will cover allegations of sex trafficking, racketeering, and claims of sexual assault and violent abuse tied to the music mogul. Directed by Alexandria Stapleton, the project is still in the works. It's only a matter of time before this comes out, exposing all the shady dealings not just of Puffy, but also of other celebrities connected to him. Yes, you heard it right. From Leonardo DiCaprio to the most reputable figures were part of this party. Don't believe me? Check out yourself.
That is crazy, bro. Look, dude up in there with all them. See, I told y'all, all them all-white parties, man.
Leonardo got some explaining to do. Someone literally wrote in the comments. Anyway, 50 Cent and Diddy have been caught up in a public feud for years, and it's no secret. It's been all over pop culture outlets. But as the sexual assault allegations against Diddy have piled up over the last year, 50 has become one of his loudest critics. He's been dropping hints about this upcoming documentary on social media for months now, and it's clear he's ready to shine a spotlight on everything. 50 Cent is taking the lead as executive producer of this explosive docu-series through his G-Unit film and television label, while Alexandria Stapleton is also on board as an executive producer under her company, House of Nonfiction. And Texas Crew Productions is also part of the team behind the project.
I gotta create the nightlife. I gotta get into the real estate in the area to be able to facilitate what happens after big events happen. You've seen some of the good things that Tyler Perry done in Atlanta, and you'll see this mirror that to a degree.
Damn, it seems like this documentary is about to be on the top 10 list of Netflix.
Anyway,
be on back in early December, 50 Cent first announced that G-Unit would be producing the series. By that time, 4 women had already filed lawsuits against Diddy, with the first one coming from his ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. Her case opened the floodgates, leading to even more claims against him. Though Diddy quickly settled the lawsuit with Cassie, the drama didn't stop there. 50 Cent wasted no time, posting a video on X where Mark Curry, a rapper from Bad Boy Records, claimed Diddy would spike champagne bottles at parties before women drank them. In typical 50 Cent style, he's promised that proceeds from the documentary will go towards supporting victims of sexual assault.
We gotta rewind this back. We used to go to when we go to the club, we used to have these bottles, right? And on this bottle, they be regular Moet bottles. On them bottles right there, they've been had something to make the girls be real,
look like a weirdo himself
and all of this kind of stuff. So when you get up, they be like, don't.
See, bro, I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna pause it because this dumbass Dude sitting here telling them that he played part in drugging these bitches. Like, bro, if you knew that all of this shit was going on, bro, you know what I'm saying? That's conspiracy. That's, bro,
touch them bottles right there and
in
only
shit
drink them bottles right there. So we
like,
already
fucking
knew what
weirdo,
the drill
bro.
was. You just don't mess with them bottles, right?
Diddy was recently arrested in New York and hit with some serious charges, including racketeering conspiracy.
Talking about you already knew what the drill was,
force,
nigga. You
fraud,
fucking weirdo.
or coercion, and transporting people for prostitution, as you already know. He's pleaded not guilty to all of it, but things aren't looking great for him. He's still in custody after being denied bail during his appeal hearing. 50 quickly took the chance to give us insights about the docu-series. This is a story with significant human impact. It is a complex narrative spanning decades, not just the headlines or clips seen so far. 50 Cent and Stapleton said in an exclusive statement to Variety, "We remain steadfast in our commitment to give a voice to the voiceless and to present authentic and nuanced perspectives. While the allegations are disturbing, we urge all to remember that Sean Combs' story is not the full story of hip-hop and its culture. We aim to ensure that individual actions do not overshadow the culture's broader contributions." As for Combs, he's denied all the allegations, calling the lawsuits a money grab. After his arrest, his attorney stated that he is an imperfect person, but he is not a criminal.
A reporter who was in the courtroom today said that he appeared to have a stunned expression on his face. Was he surprised that he was arrested last night?
Man, how the fuck you gonna say he's not a criminal?
I mean, I told him myself in early September, you are going to be arrested soon, and you're going to be charged with racketeering, and you're going to be charged with sex trafficking. So come to New York. It wasn't a long conversation. He agreed. So we knew this was coming. And in fact, we offered that he would turn himself in.
So, you know what? From what 50 Cent is saying, it sounds like he's got a ton of stuff to spill in this docuseries. He's not just talking about the headlines or those flashy clips we've seen. He's hinting at decades worth of experiences. That's definitely got fans buzzing, right? I mean, everyone's probably wondering just how much worse Diddy could get. Once all this info hits the fan, it might be tough for Diddy to clear his name. And let's be real, 50's audience is huge. People really tend to back him up, especially since he was one of the first to speak out about those awkward moments Diddy put him in. It's going to be interesting to see how this all unfolds. When THR asked 50 Cent what inspired him to produce the docuseries, he shared, "I'm the only one from hip-hop culture that's produced quality projects. We have tons of talent in our culture that's become comfortable in front of the camera, and they usually play roles as actors or are the reasons people tune in. But when it comes to the behind-the-scenes production, actually producing the whole project, that's a different story." 50 Cent was also asked why other celebrities aren't speaking up about Combs like he is. Some of them were involved at the parties and enjoyed themselves, so they don't know what the FK is on tape or what's not on tape, so they're not going to say anything because they might have had too much fun, he claimed. And then you've got other people who look and go, well, that's not my business, and I don't want to be in it. Recently, 50 Cent shared a screenshot of a Variety article about his upcoming docuseries on social media, adding his own little jab, "I don't do no puffy parties," referring to one of Diddy's nicknames. "You didn't believe me, but I bet you believe me now."
Like Joey,
in the chat with Enthusiast Report, a lifestyle publication with Lincoln Salazar, 50 Cent opened up about his upcoming project, teasingly named Diddy Do It? When Salazar pressed him for more details, 50 couldn't help but flash a sly grin and said, "He did it. No, he did it. He did it." 50 Cent has remained vocal about Diddy's legal troubles, asserting that his criticism has been consistent for years. "I didn't go to those parties," 50 added, explaining his decision to avoid the gatherings Diddy has become infamous for. "I'm just not with all that freaky it's just an uncomfortable energy connected to it," he said, distancing himself from the behavior of other celebrities who attended such events. He asked to take me shopping, 50 claimed. "I thought that was the weirdest ST in the world, because that might be something that a man says to a woman. And I'm just like, nah, I'm not F-king with this like weird energy or weird ST shopping, coming off the way he was just moving. From that, I wasn't comfortable around him."
He said something to me one time, a long time ago, at Chris Lighty's wedding. He told me to take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something. You gonna make me mess up the wedding.
Oh, that's a nice gesture.
Let me get out of no, dude, take me. That's what a guy says to him.
I asked 50 about that. And he said you did the same thing when you asked him to take him shopping.
Yeah.
I thought he needed some clothes.
Recently, he also tweeted on X saying, "Sometimes it's cool to be basic or normal, LOL." 50 Cent made it clear that he's been speaking out about Diddy way before it became headline news. "I'm the only one who has been vocal about this long before," he said. When asked about Diddy's infamous parties, 50 didn't hold back, saying, "I'm not into that type of stuff. I'm just a little more, maybe you could say, basic or normal." While chatting about TMZ Presents: The Downfall of Diddy, a documentary you can catch on Tubi, 50 Cent threw some shade at the network. He quipped, "It's a bad situation, but it hasn't happened yet. How could you document it when it hasn't happened yet? That's forecasting." So, all hail to 50 Cent for shedding light on Diddy. There have been numerous instances where Diddy made 50 uncomfortable, leading him to distance himself from him. There was a time when, during interviews, 50 was always asked about Diddy and why he chose to distance himself. Eventually, he had to tell interviewers not to bring up Puffy anymore. He said, "No more Puffy juice." 50 Cent recently tackled the shocking 2016 video that resurfaced earlier this year, showing Combs confronting his then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura in a hotel hallway. First, he denied it ever happened, and then the tape comes out. So that means everything that N-word says is a lie. Fifth remarked about Combs, who continues to deny all allegations.
Here is how to be a video gamer forever in less than 60 seconds. Now hear me out. If you're anything like me, then you love gaming.
In the lawsuits against him. When someone watches that, if they
y'all
have a
didn't see that
daughter
video,
and they can imagine her being under those circumstances, that Ezity is
dragged her out in
crazy.
the hallway,
The rapper
drug
added in the
ass
video.
back to the room.
They let him get away with it. With all the influence and power you have, the person you're with is supposed to want to be a part of your life, not be forced. Even though 50 Cent collaborated with Diddy back in the early 2000s, he made it clear that they were never actually friends. He said, "It was mostly work. I wouldn't call it a friendship, because there wouldn't be disappointment between us if we didn't speak to each other." He even recalled that Jennifer Lopez was the one who suggested to Diddy that he should work with 50 as a songwriter early on. "There's points that we worked together. Jennifer Lopez actually told him he should work with me as songwriter in the beginning. And I was around at the early stages, and he could have done my record deal at that point." While Diddy is currently in custody, scrambling to find every possible way and lawyer to help him out of this situation, many people think he's in too deep to escape. The drama is just getting bigger. Meanwhile, 50 Cent has been having a field day on social media, taking little jabs at Diddy whenever he can, and fans have definitely picked up on it. One memorable post was when Diddy shared a post of himself
We get out of this, bro.
and 50 chimed in with, "You know there ain't no seat on that bike, right?" Classic 50. On-Fan noticed the comment and said, 50 Cent straight savage with this one. So you can only imagine what's happening. 50 Cent, even when Diddy wasn't facing any legal trouble, has been dropping hints about Diddy's alleged crimes. With the docu-series in the works, this could be a major turning point in his career. Fans are eagerly awaiting the release of the docu-series, excited to uncover all the ways Diddy may have misused his power. There's a palpable buzz in the air as everyone wants to know the full story behind the headlines. You won't want to miss the latest news and shocking revelations about Diddy and 50 Cent's explosive docu-series. We're jumping deep into the story and uncovering truths that have been kept under wraps for way too long. So, hit that follow button and join the conversation to get more updates about the docu-series coming out soon.